Hello, students. My name is Palak, and I run this company called Kaizen Academy, wherein we help students become very confident. We help them think better, speak better. So, I thought that today I will meet you all and do some fun activities. So, are you guys ready? Show me a thumbs up in cases all of you are ready to use your brains today and become even smarter. Does anyone here know what does Kaizen mean? What is the meaning of Kaizen? Is it an Indian word? Is it an American word? Any guesses? All right, so I'll tell you. Kaizen is actually a Japanese word which means continuous improvement. That means that every day हम अपने आप को improve करते रहें और नई चीजें सीखते रहें. तो आज हम ऐसा ही कुछ करेंगे जिसमें हम दो अलग अलग एक्टिविटीज के थ्रू बहुत सारी नई चीजें सीखेंगे और साथ में हम काफी मजे भी करेंगे बिकॉज लर्निंग शुड ऑल्सो बी अ लॉट ऑफ फन राइट सो आई वॉन्ट यू टू वेरी वेरी क्विकली get a pen and a paper for yourself because we will be needing it during our session. As soon as you're ready, you can again put a thumbs up on the chat and we can get started. थ्रू आउट द सेशन मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप लोग ध्यान देते रहें, मेरी बात सुनते जाएं, बाकी स्क्रीन पे भी आपको कुछ इंस्ट्रक्शंस मिलेंगे, तो उनके थ्रू हम हर एक्टिविटी को अच्छे से कंप्लीट करेंगे. अब मैं आपके साथ स्क्रीन शेयर करूंगी और हम हमारी फर्स्ट एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट करेंगे. रिमेंबर दैट यू हैव टू हैव अ पेन एंड अ पेपर विद यू. ऑलराइट, लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. So, this actually is one of my favorite activities, which is called Castaway. Here, we will think as much as we can in the most creative manner that we can. Okay, so put on your thinking caps and start thinking. So, the story goes like this that you were on a boat and you were going for a vacation. So, you were on a cruise actually, which had everything. But now, what happened is that the ship has started sinking, and you can take some things from the ship to an island nearby. But you will be alone. So, you need to make sure that you take those 20 things that are the most useful things that you can take to survive on that island. Let me show you the picture of the island that you're going to be at. Right? It is a beautiful, beautiful island. But remember that over here, there is no food, the water is salty, and there are not even any other human beings present. So you have to make sure that you are able to live here by yourself. For this, you will, of course, be needing a lot of things that you can carry with you. So, what I want you to do is take 5 minutes and think of everything that you would want to take. Okay? And just make sure to make the biggest list you can. It can be 20 items, it can even be 30 items. So, let's see how many items you can come up with. Do not put anything into the comments right now. Just write down on your piece of paper how many things do you want to take and what will they be. Remember, this is a deserted island. So there is no food, there is no furniture, there are no homes there. What if it starts raining on the island? What will you do if it rains? Will you collect the rainwater? Where will you take shelter? What if you get all wet? Also, what if there are any wild animals on the island? What if they're coming at night to scare you or hurt you? Do you have a way in which you can fight back or make sure that the animals don't come near you? Also, how will you eat? Because food is very, very important. You could take some food with you, but how much food will you take? And what if, like, it gets spoiled? Because food can also be good only for a few days. So, what if your food gets over or it becomes rotten? What will you eat then? Maybe for a long time there is no one who is able to find you. So, what if you have to stay there for a very long time? It is a beautiful island, but you have to survive. What will you do? Even even if you find some things there that you can eat, you might need to cook some of it. How will you cook? Because remember, there is no gas on the island. There is no electricity. So how will you make your food? If you carry water bottles, because food is important, but water is also very, very important. But there is only so much water you can carry by yourself, right? तो आप कितना पानी लेकर जाओगे? और जब वो पानी खत्म हो जाएगा तब क्या करोगे? बिकॉज पानी तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है. सो आप में से बहुत सारे लोगों की लिस्ट में क्लोथ्स हैं. सो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ, व्हाई डू यू नीड क्लोथ्स? विल क्लोथ्स बी द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग फॉर यू टू टेक? Some of you want to take your PS4s, your laptops, your iPads, and your phones. I want to ask you, what will you do of them? Because after a while, the battery will go off, and how will you charge them? There are no charging points on the island. Okay, yes, some of you can take the power bank, but what when the battery of the power bank also goes off? Where will you stay? Like, will you also take a tent with you? Or will you build yourself a small house over there that you can live in and sleep in? Will you need like some fire or some torchlight? How would you see at night when it gets really dark? Also, how will you send signals for someone to come and get you? Are you going to light up a fire? Are you going to scream? How will you get to tell people that you're stuck on this island and you need to be rescued? So, now that you had some time to think about it, I want you all to tell me the four things out of your list that you will absolutely want to take. अगर आप सिर्फ सारी चीज़ों में से चार चीज़ें ही ले जा सकते हो, तो वो कौन सी चार चीज़ें होंगी जो आप लेकर जाओगे? आप आपके कमेंट सेक्शन में टाइप कर सकते हो आपकी फोर चीज़ों की लिस्ट. So, very, very quickly, let's see what are the most popular options that everyone is selecting in terms of the four things that you will want to take. So, before I started this session, I also made my list of 20 things. So, let me run you through that and then I will tell you what are the four things that I would want to take. So, I decided so that I am able to see what all ships are going around. If anyone can help me, I will take some binoculars. I will also take a rope just in case I want to, like, tie or make a boat for myself. One more important thing that I thought of, जो मुझे लेकर जानी चाहिए, वो है compass, so that I can see what direction I am in, what direction do I want to go in, so that my feet do not get injured. I thought I would also take very comfortable hiking shoes with me. One of the most important things I thought I will take with me would be a pot so that I can cook food. And I will also tell you something else that I will want to do with it later. I also thought I will take some water, of course, because everyone gets thirsty and needs to drink water. I decided that I would sleep in a tent. If it gets rainy, I would use a raincoat, and anyways, it can also keep me slightly warm in cases it gets very cold. One very, very important thing that I decided to also take was a lighter so that I can use it to cook. I can also use it to light a fire, wherein, in cases it gets dark, I will be able to see. In cases it gets cold, I will be able to stay near the fire to keep myself warm. Now, if no one comes to pick me up because they're not able to find me, I will also take a raft so that with my compass and my raft, I am at least able to try to go back home. I also thought the easiest thing I know how to make is Maggie. So I would take some instant noodles with me to the island and then, eat a lot of instant noodles by the sea. I also prepared that what if I get hurt or an insect bites me. So then I would also take a first aid box which has all the necessary medicines that I would need. I decided to also take a mirror so that I can do reflection with it to send signals. I can have the sun rays be diverted so that I can draw attention. One very important thing, two very important other things that I decided to take were a knife and an axe so that I could cut wood. I could maybe have some coconut water that I could cut from the trees. I could do so many things with an axe or a knife. Although I'm a vegetarian, but in cases there is no food available, I will have to turn into a non vegetarian and also maybe fish because there is a lot of fish available on the island, right? Because fish live in the water and we are surrounded by water on all sides. So, which is why I would take a fishing rod so that I don't be hungry once my instant noodles, my Maggie is over. I also decided to take a rifle gun with me because I wanted to send in a signal that, I am here, please come save me. Also, if the fire goes out and my lighter also stops, I also want to take a torch so that I'm able to see at night. One more thing that I decided to take, and I don't think this is very useful, but I just love to listen to music. So I decided to also take my music player. So, what do you think of my choices? Do you think my choices are right? How many इनमें से कौन कौन सी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आपने भी सोची थी और लिखी थी? ऑलराइट, तो अब अगर मुझे इनमें से चार चीजें चूज करनी होंगी तो दीज आर द फोर थिंग्स दैट आई विल सिलेक्ट. वन, आई विल सिलेक्ट अ लाइटर because I will be able to cook, because I can light a fire, I will be staying warm, मुझे ठंड नहीं लगेगी, मैं रात में देख पाऊंगी, एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली पानी बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो मेरे पास सिंस बहुत सारा सी वाटर है जो मैं पी नहीं सकती बिकॉज वो सॉल्टी है, I can boil water and drink it because now I will have unlimited water. If I have fire, I will boil the salt water and make it into drinkable water. So, the first thing I will take is a lighter. The second thing I would take is a knife or an axe so that I can cut wood and I can light it. The third thing that I would want to take is a raft so that I am at least able to try to get to my house. Okay, yes, ma'am. All right. And the fourth thing that I would want to take would be a tent so that I'm able to sleep peacefully and I can also make different uses of the tent during the day and during the night to be able to be at least comfortable for the days that I'm there so that I can stay healthy and keep operating properly till the time someone comes to rescue me or I am able to go back home. So now, very, very happy to know what are your final choices. So in the next 4 minutes, I want everyone to type down their final four choices on the comment section so that I can see what are the most popular choices. So, how did you find this activity? Did you ever think what all your mind can think of when you're put in a difficult situation? हमने ये एक्टिविटी इसलिए करी ताकि हम सोच पाएं. शुरू में सबके आंसर्स होते हैं कि हम खाना लेकर जाएंगे, हम पानी लेकर जाएंगे, बट फिर जब हम और तेजी से सोचने लगते हैं, तब हमें पता दैट कितनी सारी पॉसिबिलिटीज हमारे पास अवेलेबल है। अगर खाना खत्म भी हो जाएगा, तो हम इतनी तैयारी कर सकते हैं कि हम वहीं पर खाना ढूंढ पाए। अगर पानी खत्म हो जाएगा, तो हम इतना प्रिपेयर्ड हो सकते हैं कि हम अनलिमिटेड डेज के लिए हमारे लिए वाटर रेडी रखें। सो keep thinking. The idea is for us to sharpen our critical thinking abilities, जिससे हम किसी भी मुश्किल सिचुएशन में हो, हम alternatives and possibilities को ढूंढते रहें. So I hope you enjoyed this activity, and now let's get started with the second activity, which is a lot of fun. So are you guys ready? Show me a thumbs up as soon as you're ready, and we'll get started. Meanwhile, let me just set it up. All right. So the next activity is called Do You Prefer? So हर स्लाइड पे मैं आपको दो ऑप्शंस दूंगी. ये सारे बहुत ही फन ऑप्शंस होंगे और आपको आपका डिसीजन बताना है. रिमेंबर, ये डिसीजन आपको बहुत जल्दी बताना है और आपको बताना है कि ये डिसीजन आपने क्यों लिया. What is your decision and why is that your decision? There are going to be a lot of silly questions, but the idea is to make your decision very, very fast and also tell us the reason for it. So, is everyone ready? Let's get started. So, the first question is, do you prefer eating pasta or pizza? Very, very quickly. So, you have to write down if you like pasta or pizza and also tell us why do you like the option that you've chosen. Personally, for me, I love pizza the most because it's yummy. It can have a lot of different toppings, and every time I can make my pizza in a different way. What do you think? Who is a pasta person or a macaroni person, and who is a pizza person here? All right, so who do you prefer? Do you like Superman or do you like Batman? You remember that you also have to say why do you like Superman better or why do you like Batman better? So you can write it down in the comments and tell us why do you like one of the superheroes better than the other. Personally, for me, more than Iron Man and Superman, I like Iron Man. Okay, this one is my favorite. In cases you had to choose, what would you prefer? Will you eat a lot of ice cream or a lot of chocolate cake? I know both of these are yummy and it's a very difficult choice, but in cases you had to choose between ice cream or chocolate cake, what would you choose? Very, very quickly, make your decision. I know it's hard. For me, I think I would eat ice cream even in winters because it's cold and it's yummy and I just love it. Okay. Now, the next question is, would you like to do your homework more or do you like to read books more? How many of you here love to read? For me, I love reading. And my favorite books are the Harry Potter books. I hope some of you have read them. So, very, very quickly, reading storybooks or doing your homework? What do you prefer? All right, now let's go to the next question. Okay. Would you rather eat onions or ginger? I know you would not want to eat any of these things raw, but अगर आपको प्याज खाना पड़े या जिंजर अदरक खाना पड़े, आप दोनों में से क्या खाना प्रेफर करोगे? This is a funny one. Let's see how many people eat ginger. I think I can still eat raw onion, but ginger would be very difficult. All right, next choice now. Oh, this is interesting. In cases for one day, you get this superpower to fly. What would you want to do? Where would you fly to? Why would you fly to that place? Think about it. Write down your answers. If you could fly, what would you do? All right, interesting answers. Okay, this one is similar. If you had any superpower, what would your superpower be? Would it be that you can become invisible? Would it be that you can do all your homework in 2 minutes? Get as creative as possible and tell us what is that secret superpower that you wish to have. All right, so today we learned how we can survive any difficult situations, even if it is surviving on a deserted island by ourselves. We thought of all the possibilities that we could have and then took a decision to select the best four things that would help us stay on an island for a very long time. तो इसीलिए मैं चाहती हूँ जब भी आप किसी डिफ़िकल्ट सिचुएशन में हो, तो आप हमेशा उसके जितने सॉल्यूशन सोच सकते हैं, वो सारे सॉल्यूशन सोचने के बाद में बेस्ट सॉल्यूशंस पे डिसीजन लें। सेकेंड एक्टिविटी आई होप आपको उसमें बहुत मज़ा आया। ये मेरी एक फ़ेवरेट एक्टिविटी है जिसमें हमें बहुत सारे डिसीजंस लेने पड़ते हैं, जिनके बारे में हम यूजुअली नहीं सोचते हैं। सो दिस हेल्प्स अस टू बिकम वेरी लॉजिकल दैट हमें क्यों अच्छा लगता है जो हमें अच्छा लगता है और उसे जस्टिफाई करना भी आने लगता है. So I hope you had fun in these two activities, and I hope we meet again very, very soon to do more activities. Thank you so, so much, and keep becoming smarter, keep being confident, and keep learning. Bye bye.